Welcome back. Take a look at this. Back in the 1970s, autism was considered an extremely rare condition affecting 1 in 5,000 kids. But the last time statistics were taken in 2010, that number rose to an astonishing 1 in 68. The question is why and what can be done about it? John Rodakis is determined to find out. He's not only a Dallas dad with a young son on the autism spectrum, but is the founder of N of One, a nonprofit group whose research is getting national attention. John, great to see you. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me,
I want to
Carrie.
brag on you. You have an impressive resume, a background in molecular biology, an MBA from Harvard. You've had a very successful career in private equity, and now you're the founder of N of One. What is it, and why did you decide to start it?
Well, thanks for having me on. N of One is a Dallas-Fort Worth-based nonprofit that aims to sponsor breakthrough medical research into autism by doing two things: by following autism's clues and by focusing on the emerging views of autism.
Okay, let's talk about that. What is the emerging view of autism?
Well, the conventional view of autism, which came out of the late 70s, was of autism primarily as a brain disorder that was primarily driven by genetics. And historically, that's where the funding has gone and where it really continues to go today. But the newly emerging view of autism is of a condition that involves not just the brain, but other systems as well. Cell metabolism, the immune system, and it even looks like bacteria in the gut or the microbiome. So while there might be predispositions, genetic predispositions towards autism, which kids go on to develop autism or not seems to be driven by non-genetic external things. And from this standpoint, autism really begins to look more like any other chronic disease, like say diabetes.
Okay, very interesting. The approach, you say, has already paid off because of a recent study involving broccoli, of all things. It's gotten national attention.
That's right. So we had success with the very first study that we backed. And it's an example of following clues. And in this case, the clues that we were following was the observation by parents that have reported over the years that in many cases their kids' autism symptoms improve when they have a fever. And there were researchers at Johns Hopkins who thought that this might have to do with a component of the immune system called heat shock proteins. This led to a clinical trial at Massachusetts General Hospital in collaboration with Johns Hopkins that tested this theory by giving a compound that's actually found in very small quantities in broccoli called sulforaphane.
Okay.
And it worked. The group that got the sulforaphane had a statistically significant improvement in their behaviors. And we think it's great validation of our model of following clues.
And it's so exciting because now there's another study that I know you have really high hopes for.
That's right. So right now we're sponsoring a trial at University of California, San Diego School of Medicine. And this is testing the theories of a researcher named Dr. Robert Navio, who believes that at the core of autism is a reversible metabolic syndrome. And what's exciting about this is he's now demonstrated it in two separate mouse models using a drug called Suramin. So the trial is going to test whether Suramin also works in humans with autism. There's no guarantee that it's going to work, but if it does, it would represent a major breakthrough in our understanding of autism and potential treatments.
It's amazing. So could this study potentially change the way autism research is funded in the future?
We certainly hope so.
That'd be amazing. All right, I know at this point, N of One, you in particular, you're in need of three things. What are they?
Well, we need people to help spread the word. So please come to our website and sign up for updates, pass the word around. We do need help with donations because unless we support this kind of research, it's not going to happen. So consider whether you or somebody you know might be in a position to help donate. A lot of us have a wealthy relative or a generous employer. And then kind of related to that, the third thing is we're looking for a few motivated individuals to help us organize fundraisers in their local communities. It could be something as simple as a walk, or maybe you're part of a group or a club that has a unique activity that could be turned into a fundraiser. If any of this today resonates with you, please get in touch with us. We'd love to hear from you.
Amazing research going on today. Thanks, John.
Thanks,
Good
Carrie.
to see you as always. All right, if you are interested in helping out and learning more about N of One, you can log on to nofone.org.